I am frequently asked if I can post the entire circuit of my workout, and this is it. This is part of my Future Stronger Me program. It is a full body 8-week program. This is part of my week 4 full body workout. It is using offset weights. That is why I switch weights in my hands here. We are doing a double kettlebell swing with 2 different weights. Using the different weights is going to challenge your core while you do these kettlebell swings because your body's going to want to twist and we need to fight that. Perform 10 to 15 reps of kettlebell swings and then switch your weight placement and perform 10 to 15 reps more. We are going to drop the moderate weight and pick up only our medium weight and perform lateral kettlebell swings, just with one arm, side to side, rotating at our hips. I like to keep my feet planted, but feel free to go up on the toe as you rotate your body. It is 100% personal preference. We are going to perform 10 reps each side. As you see, I'm comfortable transitioning mid-swing. If you need to stop the movement, put the weight down and start over again on the opposite side, feel free to until you get comfortable with the mid-air switch. I did 2 sets of 10 just because I love this move so much, but feel free to do just 1 set of 10 reps each side. Again, lift up that heel if you need to, but I prefer both feet planted. I felt this was easy with my medium weight, so I went up to my moderate weight. And as you see, as I go up in weight, my form will adjust accordingly. So I will start pivoting my feet as I need to help get the momentum and to control the weight. Yes, I even make some mistakes sometimes, but I do not let that slow me down in a workout. I usually just laugh it off and get right back to it. We can perform 5 reps at the heavier weight as an option after the lighter kettlebell swing side to side. Again, if you are not comfortable with the mid-air switch with the kettlebell swings, feel free to put the weight down on the ground and switch, then swing again. As you can see within this workout, I keep my transitions to a minimal. I will do a quick sip of water or catch my breath and then move on to the next exercise. This one is called a kneeling windmill. You can also perform it in standing. In this kneeling position, it forces our obliques and core to stabilize the movement even more so than in standing when your glutes help with it. I'm using my moderate weight and I am dropping all the way down to my elbow. Feel free to switch to your medium weight and only go to your hand if this is new to you. Again, I have a full video and breakdown on this on my social media pages. Depending on which weight you are using, perform 5 to 8 reps of the kneeling windmill and then switch sides. Again, focusing on using those obliques to help lower the movement slowly and then pull yourself upright. Now, if you cannot perform the kneeling windmill with the weight overhead, a standing windmill you can perform with the weight in the lower hand and still engage your obliques the same way without stressing out your shoulder if you do have any shoulder limitations. Also, if you have any knee limitations, feel free to put a foam pad or a towel underneath your knee to help take the pressure off. As you can see, I am comfortable going down to my elbow. I have another video I can post where I actually have my fist against my shoulder, and it is so much harder because you don't realize when your forearm hits first, it is a lot less movement. So this is a great mobility drill if you're trying to work on opening up those hips and getting more comfortable with the range of motion and rotation for your lumbar spine and thoracic spine. Again, as you can see, I'm placing my hand on the ground just to demo how you can change the height for this movement. I honestly don't know why I did not stand up to go get a sip of water. For some reason, I thought kneeling would be faster. And yes, those are my amazing dance moves. Now that I think about it, I might just be checking the monitor and the kids since I work out first thing in the morning. These are the small things that I usually edit out of the videos, but you guys wanted the full thing, so here you go. Next, we're going to do a kneeling halo chop. In this kneeling position, again, we are forcing our core to do majority of the work. When we do this in standing, we are using our quads, our glutes, our hamstrings, other things to stabilize the movement. Our core has all of the stabilization right now. We are using our medium weight right now, and as you can see, you can even dip back further to get some glute activation with this movement. 10 reps each side, so count to 20. Again, this can be done in standing or even in a sitting position in a chair or on a bench. If you can't go overhead and behind your head with this movement, just do a chop, bring it to your shoulder, and then switch sides. This move might look simple, but my heart rate is very elevated at this point. I am probably easily in zone 4, approaching zone 5 because I'm getting my arms, my core, my trunk, my glutes moving. Everything is working for an extended period of time. Then I do a little dance break. I have no idea what I'm listening to. I will try to find the song. I pick up both weights and we go into a terror squat. So I'm racking one weight up, keeping one weight low, and I'm performing 8 reps on each side. For this one, I have the medium weight low and the moderate weight high. I want to keep my chest up and core engaged, but feel free to drop the moderate or heavier of the two weights lower to force your glutes and legs to work more. Again, 8 reps, and then we are going to switch the weights. I'm going to turn my watch around and do some more lovely dance moves. I should really edit this out. And clean the moderate weight up and go back into 8 to 10 more squats. If this feels easy, feel free to go up to 12 reps. Again, we are now into 6.5 minutes of this first circuit, and we are doing the circuit 3 to 6 rounds. Again, we are doing 8 reps to 12 reps depending on how you feel, but this entire circuit is to be repeated 3 to 6 rounds. Now I'm going to take a 1-minute rest break between rounds, but this video is going to jump to our finishers, which is going to be in as many rounds as possible. For this finisher, we are going to start with Turkish get-ups, and you will see me make a mistake right off the bat. The arm that's up and the leg that's up should be on the same side. So as you see, I am figuring out right now something's off. I'm going to switch and bend the opposite knee and get back to where I should be. As you can see, the Turkish get-up has that windmill in it. So that kneeling windmill right here is something we already performed and we got ready for. The Turkish get-up is a great mobility and full body exercise. We're going to do 3 to 5 reps each side. I have to kick the kettlebell out of the way. So again, my rookie mistake, I had the wrong foot up to help me get into this position. If you need to, do this without weights in the beginning or start with a lighter weight or even a dumbbell. That is 100% acceptable. Modify as necessary. Again, I have terrible dance moves, but you guys wanted the full circuit, so here is the full circuit start to end. I switch my Apple Watch around, rack the weight, and I get moving into my other side. This time I start off with the correct foot placement. When you're doing a Turkish get-up, you want to use your core, but you also want to utilize stability here. So I'm going to make sure I am secure in where I need to be for each movement, setting it up properly and not rushing it. When you rush it, that's when you make mistakes and you lose your balance. So pushing up, getting that hand where I need to be under my shoulder, rising up, and then standing up. This also gets my heart rate up, zone 4, zone 5, by the time that I'm done with my 3rd rep. If you can only perform one Turkish get-up, that is fine. This is a finisher. This is how we max out our output for our workout. It is 100% optional. I say at least try one round of it. It is very simple. It is just Turkish get-ups, and then we are going to move into a bear plank that is offset with these weights again. So I'm going to grab my other weight, and we are going to get in a bear plank position, which is a plank where your knees are bent. This is amazing for your core. It actually engages your pelvic floor where a traditional plank does not. As you see me catch my breath, I grab my second weight, and I'm going to place them directly under my shoulders and lift up my knees and hold this bear plank position. What you can't really see is my shoulders are slightly off. So I'm trying to keep my hips as even as possible. So I am trying to correct for that torque in the upper portion of my core. Then I switch sides and I switch the elevation. So again, getting back into that bear plank position and holding it. With our knees bent, our pelvic floor engages so much more than a traditional plank. This finisher is an as many rounds as possible or AMRAP. So do 1 round, do 6 rounds, do whatever you have the time and energy for. Thank you so much for doing an entire workout with me. I am super proud of you for taking this one on.